Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Short Pit, a NASCAR podcast. I'm your host, Kaleb and Chris. Alongside me, as usual, my co-host, Chris Prince. Chris, how are you? Sitting back, real tiny in the screen.
I know. I had to got kids getting up for school this morning, so I had to divert to the living room, sit on the couch this morning.
But otherwise, happy Thursday.
That's right. One more day till the weekend.
Yep, we're coming off of Phoenix. Ryan Blaney, your winner, out in the desert. We'll have some weekly awards to give out. Obviously, there's a driver that's missing quite a substantial chunk of time that we'll go over. We'll talk about the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, what's coming up, what happened there at Phoenix, what's coming up at Vegas. We'll talk about Vegas as far as the Cup Series is concerned. Then we'll give our DraftKings Bettors Guide, I guess, and do our picks and go from there. But yeah, it is 7:00 Thursday morning, and let's dive right into this Phoenix recap, shall we?
Yeah.
Ryan Blaney, your winner. We had the right garage picked. We didn't pick the right driver. Blaney leads 28 laps, gets 65 points, wins the first stage. Very good day for him. Christopher Bell in the 20 finishes second in the first stage and wins the second stage. Kyle Larson third, Ty Gibbs fourth, Denny Hamlin fifth, rounding out your top five. Real solid day for the Toyotas. I mean, when you get 4 out of the top 6, you're not doing a bad job at all. But that Penske power just showed up for Ryan Blaney, and he takes his first win of the season.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we picked the right garage. We just didn't pick the right driver. We were a little off there. Blaney just came on. Like we kind of expected him to do that. Like you said, the Penske power just shows up here at Phoenix. Joey won the pole and then kind of fell off, and you kind of saw him not finish the race because he got caught up in a wreck. But Blaney just held strong, just like he does. He's kind of been they kind of said it during the broadcast, right? He's kind of been the carrier of the Ford logo for a little bit, depending on the time of the year and who you ask. So.
And to shout out to Kyle Larson finishing third. I know he started second on the front row, and but that car had trouble all day. Like it just wasn't comfortable for him. They had to work through it and battle that out. And for him to finish third is quite a testament, just because of how rough Chevy's been this year, and they're able to put a car in the top 3.
Yeah, for sure. I saw something this morning actually. 140 something laps is all Chevy's actually led this year. Some crazy low amount with the new body. So it's not been like some substantial upgrade for Chevy with this new body, I think. But Phoenix isn't really good to Chevrolet anyway. So I think it says a lot that Larson was able to kind of back up.
The last Chevy win at Phoenix, I mean, you're going back to what, Chastain and Blaney's and Blaney's championship win, and then before that it was Byron in the spring race. So 2023, it's been 3 years since we've seen a Chevy hit victory lane in the desert.
But that track, I don't know what it is, but you saw, I mean, even the Hendricks cars had a lot of trouble. So, and that's your powerhouse Chevy team. I didn't see RCR up there a lot. I mean, I think Austin Dillon
finished 16th and 17th RCR. Dillon finished 16th. Kyle Busch finishing 17th. And Kyle Busch, I believe, was having issues with his car all day as well. So impressive for him to stay in the top half. Other notable finishers, just kind of running through it. Michael McDowell gets a top 10, as well as Eric Jones. Shane Van Gisbergen, 11th. Gilliland 12th, Preece, Buescher, Keselowski 13, 14, 15. Kind of an interesting top 10 for sure. Top 15, 16, top half of the lineup. Chase Elliott finishes 23rd. Not quite what you're hoping for out of that 9 car.
No, definitely not. I think you saw a few of them back there. Like I said, we just touched on Hendricks struggling. I mean, we'll touch on the 48 car in a minute with the substitute driver. So that's kind of a given, right? But Byron was mid at best most of the day. He was in and around the top 10, but he was never really competitive. And then you kind of touched on Larson. So
the Chevrolet battled through a bad car all day, and he got it to a point where he could hang.
He was Larson. I mean, he drove the bad car to a good finish, like we've said many times before. So Phoenix put out, I mean, it does here lately. I think the racing could have been a little more competitive maybe for the lead. Blaney just kind of pulled off and, ran away with it to an extent. But it was still a good race. I loved the tires shredding like they had. It shows.
So you don't miss the option tire at all? You think that just kind of played out about as well as it could have?
Yeah, I think it did. I think it played out as well as it could have. I liked the increased horsepower with the softer tire. I think it put on a better show. Phoenix, we touched on it. It's not everybody's race. It's been kind of boring to me in the past, but I was a little more interested this week with the horsepower and the way things were going throughout the race.
I just I wanted to step in on. I wanted to get at the option tire thing a little bit because obviously they ran the option tire last year where they had the harder compound and the softer compound. They had a limited amount of softer compounds. Do you like that they kind of got away from that? I don't want to call it a gimmick, but that's kind of what it was. Like, in F1 they have the yellow and the red, and I believe there's another one. And they kind of play that out and they use that to their advantage, which kind of adds a wrinkle to the strategy. Obviously this was different. Do you prefer this, or did you like the kind of the extra element of strategy that comes with those option tires?
I think the option tires were good because they did introduce the strategy like we want with the tires, but I like this a little better because it puts a little more of that strategy into the driver's hands too, right? Because your crew chief can have a strategy in mind, but if the driver goes out there and shreds the tires because the tires are too soft, then the strategy is shot to hell anyway. So I like this a little better. Like I said, it gives the driver more control over his car. And then we just kind of get to see the chaos unfold or not unfold for some drivers, Blaney, the Hamlins, things like that you don't see.
Synchronized sip of water. Gotta love
it.
All right, let's get into our awards for the week real quick. Who was your driver of the week this week? Like, who really put on a show for you there out in Phoenix?
Man, I feel like I'm going low-hanging fruit 2 in a row, but Blaney did show up. Like, he's been good this year, don't get me wrong, but you just haven't saw the speed that you would expect out of a Blaney, especially at like an Atlanta or Daytona. Consistent speed anyway. So I'm going to give it to Blaney this week for getting that win, kind of starting off the oval tracks really well. And he gets to go into Vegas where we know Penske's really good next week too, or this weekend too. So.
Yep, made up a bunch of points for that win, just like he said that he could. Seabell made up a lot of ground on the points as well. I believe now he's second in the season long standings. So obviously Reddick built up such a lead, but I believe that Seabell is kind of now in striking distance. But I'm gonna give it to Kyle Larson. Call me a homer. Call me the Hendrick homer. Call me, the Hendrick propagandist that I am. But we both saw how rough that car was throughout the race. Like, he dropped all the way to like 25th at one point, and he did that more than once. And I think he had a penalty on pit road too. And he was able to put it in third. Like,
how do you argue that he's not one of the best drivers in the world? I mean, he's got one of the best crew chiefs in this series. That helps. Don't get me wrong. I mean, what was Jimmy Johnson without Chad Knaus? But he just drives the car better than anybody. Like, I don't care what you say. Like, even if it's not a good car, he knows what he needs out of the car, and he tells his crew that, and he gets it to where he gets a good finish. So you can't argue
on raw talent alone. Yeah. The best that NASCAR has to offer.
Yeah, at least right now. We'll see how Zilich progresses over his career, but yeah.
I give mine to Kyle Larson. Terrorist of the week. There was a lot of strong opinions on the interwebs. There's a strong opinions in our group chat.
Yeah.
This week over who the terrorist of the week should be. Do you have any? Do you stray?
No, I'm gonna represent our boy Elcio here, and I'm giving it to Joey Logano, whether it was intentional or not. I'm gonna have to give it to Logano. My feelings for Logano might be a little biased though, so we'll just leave it at that and give it to him this week. Started off early for Logano.
Now, going into this, do you think that I'm going to give the Terrace of the Week to Joey Logano?
I don't know. No, actually, I didn't. I went with Logano, though, so we'll see.
Who did you think I was going to give Terrace of the Week to?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Terrace of the Week, for me, goes to Vertigo.
Ah, dang. Yeah.
It's a perfect segue, isn't it? It's a perfect segue into what we're talking about next.
That's fair. That's fair.
Obviously, last week when we recorded, I believe on Thursday morning, it was Friday morning. I don't know. Last week, I remember what it was. Last week was last week.
Yep.
It obviously broke the news that Alex Bowman was diagnosed with vertigo and had to miss the race at Phoenix. Obviously, doesn't get any points for that. The hole gets deeper. Anthony Alfredo steps in. That car was not fast by any means at any point. Whether you want to say that showcases that Bowman's not the problem or Anthony Alfredo just sucks, what do you expect? Neither here nor there.
Yeah.
And then heading into Vegas this week, it was announced that Bowman is missing another week due to vertigo. Justin Allgaier, Gator, is stepping in to the 48 out in Vegas this week. So, yeah, there's a lot to unpack. Obviously, there's the personal stake in it for me because if you guys watch this podcast, you know I'm the leader of the Bowmanites. I'm an Alex Bowman fan. That's my boy. I love him. Hope he's recovering well, and hopefully he's able to come back next week at Darlington, Bristol.
It's a short track.
Martinsville?
Let's go look.
What's next week?
Yeah, I gotta go get my NASCAR app here. Let's see.
Darlington, right? Darlington, yeah.
Yep.
Throwback weekend.
Yeah.
So we'll review some paint schemes next week. If they do it.
If they do it, yeah.
But yeah.
And then we'll hopefully be there in the fall.
So. In the fall, yeah. But Alex Bowman. Real tough break. Like he wrecks at Daytona, doesn't get a lot of points. Gets I think some like a P7 and something like that at Atlanta in one of the stages before he wrecked out.
Yep.
Coda, obviously he didn't finish.
Didn't
get a lot of points there. And he missed Phoenix. Now he's gonna miss Vegas. The gap between him and the cut line. Brad Keselowski is minus 125. Alex Bowman's minus 202.
Whew.
That's a 77 point gap, and it's only going to grow with this week. You're probably going to be looking closer to 90, maybe over 100.
Yeah.
It's 2 wins.
At least.
It's 2 wins, a lot of stage points that he's got to make up. And that's assuming that, like, he can come back next week.
That's exactly right.
So, yeah, I kind of laid it out for you, and you can tell in my face, in my voice that it hurts.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people who have it worse than Alex Bowman fans here in 2026. Not a lot of people who've had it worse than Alex Bowman fans since like 2022.
Yeah, it's been a stretch for Alex for sure.
I'll let you kind of pack in, dive in, give your thoughts.
You kind of took a lot of the words. Really bad luck for Alex, right? 3 out of the last 5 seasons, he's missed some sort of time due to some sort of, whether it be concussion or the back or, something along those lines. It really stinks because I don't know how other fans feel, but me personally, I know he's a teammate of Chase, but Alex just seems like a likable dude. So you hate to see one of the cool, the likable drivers out like that. But it's really hard to avoid it, right? You mentioned it. If he's able to come back next week, it's 2 wins and a whole lot of stage points if he can't win 2 races. And you said the gap's even going to get bigger. So with Alex's performances, he's a good driver, right? He wins. He's top 5, top 10. It's going to take a little more than usual performances from Alex, I think. He's going to have to crack out that prime, 2-3 win season he had.
2021, yeah, 4 wins.
Yep, in 2021 to propel himself. I think he might squeeze in, right? Like, because I just feel like some of those drivers, McDowell, some of those are eventually going to come into a harder stretch just with equipment.
Yeah, just like looking at the top 16 right now. I think SVG is probably, like, from what we've seen so far, he's going to hang around.
Yeah.
He might not be top 5 forever, but he'll hang around. McDowell, you said, probably not.
No.
AJ Allmendinger, probably not. No. Ty Gibbs, who knows? Brad K, who knows? There's 3 or 4 guys. You're a popular man this morning, Chris.
I know, God, man. My son's bus wasn't running, so my wife was texting me.
Good. But yeah, there's 4 or 5 guys there that are probably going to drop. But then you look below the cut line, like right outside of it. Priest is right there. Ross Chastain right there.
That's true.
Austin Cindric and Josh Berry have both had slow starts. Chase Briscoe has had a terrible start. So he's only 24 points behind Bowman. So yeah, there's plenty of spots to be had, and there's also a lot of guys who are hunting for spots as well.
Yeah, and
Bowman's in the deepest hole because he's missed time.
Yep, and I was going to say, and out of those, how many of them are multiple winners, right? You don't expect
Briscoe can win multiple races.
That's it. I feel like
Ross can win multiple races.
Yeah, it depends on the equipment that Ross has, though. You saw he won the 600 last year and then wholly fell off, unfortunately. Like, he was there, but he never had that race winning.
Barry, we'll see. He's good for a win.
A win, yeah. It just depends. Like, he's got Vegas coming up this week, so maybe he just knocks it out again like he did last year. But yeah, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be an uphill challenge. I don't think anybody's going to deny that for Alex. It's just how he comes back and handles it. You kind of touched on it, though, and I was thinking it before you mentioned it. Is this going to be a Casey Kane situation?
It's hard to ignore that, when you think about Casey Kane, obviously you were there in the moment. I was probably too busy watching the Patriots. Casey Kane had to retire early because his body could not, they could not handle temperature well. He would dehydrate. He would get sick. It would take him long, enormous amounts of time to recover.
Right.
Alex Bowman, he's had a couple of concussions, broken back, now vertigo. And from everything that I read about vertigo, and I've never had it, I don't know what it's like. But I do know that this can be reoccurring. This can linger. It affects your balance, your sight, your senses. You can't drive a race car when you're dealing with that. Even a little bit.
No.
And if this thing is a reoccurring problem, like if this thing spikes up again somewhere down the road this year, Alex Bowman is 33 years old.
Yep.
His career is not done by any means.
No.
But how could you not be fearful that maybe he retires because he physically can't handle it?
You just haven't had I don't feel like you've had a driver since Casey until now that's had that bad string of medical, right?
Well, everybody points at Kurt Busch after he had the concussion at Pocono.
Yeah, he did retire.
He obviously never recovered.
Never recovered, right? Kurt was a little older though when that happened. So
True.
I feel
late
like
30s.
Exactly. I feel like maybe that played a little bit into the Kurt's delay and inability. But even then, he's gotten better now. I think he was in a freaking drag car a couple weeks ago, an NHRA drag car racing. But it's scary to think about because I thought about it when they said vertigo because like you said, I've never had vertigo, but I've had friends who have had it and it lingers. It's going to be hard for him to drive a race car if it flares back up. I hope not. I hope he gets healthy, right? And I hope he's able to race the rest of the season with no problems. But again, too, I kind of mentioned it. Who does Chevrolet have developmental-wise? Seriously think about it. You've got Raja.
Is Raja ready for a cup ride?
I don't think so. Not personally. I like Raja, too. I've got my shirt on the way. I ordered me a Raja shirt because I'm a big fan of what he can do, but I don't think he's ready for that.
No, Raja is a short pit certified driver for sure.
That's right. That's right. We like Raja around short pit. You've got the junior motorsports slew of drivers, but I don't feel like Sammy Smith or anybody else. I mean, Allgaier's not leaving. He's a lifer in that series now, but I don't feel like Chevrolet has anybody that's really going to kick.
Kvapil isn't ready yet.
No. And even then, he's got a Penske deal apparently in place too.
No.
Yeah. He's a developmental driver for Penske Motorsports.
Driving a Chevrolet.
Lit to Chevrolet.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
And then obviously you have the RCR guys, Jesse Love, Austin Hill.
That would be the interesting one. That would be the only interesting one is Jesse Love. And that's because people like what they've seen out of him in Richard Childress Racing Equipment. He's your defending O'Reilly's champion. Why wouldn't you like that? Is he ready for a cup ride, though, especially a cup ride like a Hendrick Motorsports cup ride? I don't think so.
And obviously that's kind of the overbearing question is, let's just assume Alex, comes back and he runs about average Alex. And average Alex isn't going to make the chase.
Yeah.
His average ho-hum couple of hanging in the top 10, maybe a top 5 here or there, is not going to be enough to make the chase. He's obviously in a contract year with Hendrick Motorsports.
Yeah.
And I kind of said this in the preseason because ho-hum Alex with a full season probably makes a chase.
Yeah.
Probably not super strong. But if you're Hendrick and Bowman's fine, and that's a big if. We're kind of just we're kind of fast forwarding. We don't know. Bowman could be awful. Like, we don't know. But assuming that he is, or assuming that he's fine, and he finishes the year, misses the chase because of all this missed time, are you in a rush if you're Hendrick, to boot him out?
Man.
What's better?
That's tough. This car, I feel like, has changed the perspective for younger drivers, right? Like, we saw the Ty Gibbs get thrown in when Kurt was out to get his, rush of experience. And then we've seen other young drivers. Cindric, he's won, but still a lot of younger drivers are struggling with this car. So I don't know. I don't think you do, personally. I think you wait. I think you give. What you have in Alex, like whether it's a 5-win a season driver, no, obviously, but you have a proven commodity in Alex. Are you willing to risk sponsorship money for a young driver that's not a proven commodity in that series yet, especially in a car like the 48? I don't know that Jeff and Mr. H make that call, right? They like Alex.
And then you can even look at like potential veterans to step in. People were throwing Hocevar out last year. He's obviously signed a mega contract with Spire. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. I think that there's probably a decent chance that he leaves that contract before it's up.
Yeah.
But it's not next year. No, are you going to put old ass Kyle Busch in the 48 car next year over Alex Bowman? I'm not.
I wouldn't.
And I know I'm biased, but
yeah. I mean, that's just me. I love Rowdy's career, but I feel like it's on the downward spiral at this point. I feel like Alex gives you more.
It's not just the RCR equipment at this point. There's some Kyle Busch problems.
Exactly. I agree.
And Tyler Reddick's not going to leave 2311 after this run.
Mr. H throws down a checkbook. You don't think he'd leave?
You don't think Michael Jordan will throw down a checkbook?
That's true. That's true. We could have a checkbook battle between Michael Jordan and Mr. H for Tyler.
And I don't think Tyler Reddick's in a rush to leave, change the whole new scenery. I think he's kind of in for the long haul with what 2311's got going on.
Yeah.
I don't think Bubba's going to go to Hendrick.
No, I don't think you really can. I mean, you can't pry anybody. I don't feel like away from.
I think Ross Chastain is a Trackhouse lifer.
Oh yeah, he's not going anywhere.
SVG's not going anywhere.
No, and
Zilich is kind of in the same department as Hocevar. Like he's on the Trackhouse team.
He's signed that contract. He's there for a little while.
And then like Eric Jones, John R. Nemechek. No. Suarez.
You go poach Corey Haim from 2311.
That would really force Denny's hand if he wants to keep on Riley Herbst.
See, I'm glad you mentioned that. I saw something. It was a silly season prediction that puts Heim in the 35 and puts Riley Herbst in the Legacy Motor Club third charter because of
That's right. They are getting a third charter.
Yep. So that probably will happen. I mean, to think about it, you don't have, again, there's no Chevrolet driver young enough besides maybe Jesse Love that you're confident enough to put into, their hands into that seat or on that wheel.
Jesse Love probably goes to the 8.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. If Kyle leaves, I guarantee you Richard's putting him in that.
And if Suarez performs how we expect Suarez to perform, he's going to be out in the 7. And I think Kyle Busch has a really good relationship with Spire at this point.
Yep.
That he'll go race for them while they play out his scenario of Brexton doing trucks and stuff. So
if it's not the 7, it'd be the 71. But McDowell started the season strong, so we'll see how.
McDowell's also old.
That's exactly. So
not that Kyle's a spring chicken, but
yeah, exactly. Kick one old guy for another old guy. I don't see how that works out. But
the overarching point is there immediate benefit to tossing Bowman out of the 48?
No.
Is there an immediate replacement that's going to be better than Bowman in the 48?
No, not in my opinion.
Sponsor-wise, driver-wise, the answer is no across the board from us. Feel free to tell us we're wrong.
Yeah.
As we've laid it out for you. If you want to continue the pipe dream that Hostvar will leave his contract early and just jump into the 48,
it's not happening.
I can't. I got nothing for you. I got nothing.
It's not happening. Not happening.
You want to tell me that Kyle Busch is going to end his time with Hendrick Motorsports? Go nuts.
Yeah,
but I think you're living in fantasy land, and I have some oceanside property in Iowa to sell to you.
Yes, for a very, very good price. I've heard too. You can't just put the HendrickCars.com suit on and expect Kyle Busch to go back to Hendrick. He doesn't want to.
Seriously, that's like all it took. That's all it took for people. Okay, let's get into some O'Reilly Auto Parts Series thoughts. Did you watch the race? On Saturday.
Yeah, I did. It was a good race. I mean, I like that O'Reilly series on a lot of tracks, so it's not surprising for me to hear that. I like watching them race. Allgaier did what Allgaier does. He reminds me a lot of Harvick at Phoenix. Like when he races there, it's just his bread and butter. So I mean, to see him, drive and win that race was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a hell of a drive from Allgaier, dude. Like he was excellent.
Yeah, I mean, he drove he reminds me of Harvick. Harvick went like the last so many years of his career at Phoenix and never finished outside the top 10.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of what it reminds me of with Allgaier. I mean, the O'Reilly series has been good. We talked about
Love led 114 laps.
114. Raja drove a Jordan Anderson car into the top 10.
Yeah.
So I mean,
even led a lap.
Yeah, I mean that gives you a little bit of perspective there.
Corey Day with a top 10. We forgot to mention him in the Bowman segment. Is he going to take over the 48? God, no.
Not right
He's
now.
Not ready.
No, not nowhere near close ready. I mean, yeah, it was Phoenix in the O'Reilly series. You can't really ask for much more.
Shout out to Sheldon Creed with a P4.
He was trying to back it up. He was leading there for a little bit. I thought he was going to go win another race. That'd been wild.
There's nobody that's been a bigger Sheldon Creed guy than me since the Austin Hill spat.
Oh God, yeah, I like Sheldon a little more ever since that point too. So it was cool to see Sheldon win. I like the O'Reilly Series drivers. I saw something the other day. You can correct me if I'm wrong. You just kind of really started following this a little harder this year, right? Did you follow the O'Reilly Series? People are wondering when they're going to go away from that car.
They shouldn't.
Well, exactly. Why would you wonder when you're going to hurt?
You have Cup guys begging for that car in the Cup Series.
Don't hurt something that's good, right? Like that product is solid more often than not.
Some people think it's better than the Cup Series product, and at some tracks, I don't think it was necessarily this one, but some tracks, yeah, some tracks they would perform way better. Not to say like the Cup Series product at Darlington is bad, but I can guarantee you the O'Reilly's race is going to be just as good, and that's less talented, arguably drivers. But yeah, I don't think you mess with something that's working, right? Like that car works for that series. It puts on good races, and tell that to the new Chevy body.
Yeah. Oh God, the new Chevy body. We're gonna see. we're gonna see. We got Vegas coming up this week. We've got Darlington.
Listen, Vegas is kind of a Chevy place. Larson is usually really, really good there.
Yep.
Byron is really, really good there. Bowman typically is really, really good there.
Chase is like ho-hum, bottom of the top 10 at Vegas.
Chase is ho-hum fucking everywhere.
Yeah, if he's not winning, he might as well be ho-humming.
We got to break out the T-shirts.
You're going to have to do it this year.
Got to make them. Put them on Teespring or whatever. But, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Vegas. Are you?
Yeah, I like Vegas. It's with this car, though, I like a lot of the 1.5-mile tracks, so it's not really a surprise. This car's put on really good shows. But Vegas,
for sure. I feel like Vegas hasn't missed.
No. You put it up there you can put it up there arguably with Kansas if you wanted to. I think at this point, I think they've been really good tracks in this next.
Like it's not Charlotte, but it's the next spot.
Yeah, Charlotte, you're right. Charlotte does make a lot more sense there because Charlotte's a really good race. I wish they'd just give us the All-Star race back at Charlotte.
Give us 3 Charlotte ovals a year.
Oh yeah, I want it. Take me back to my childhood. 3 nostalgic Charlotte oval races. I'll take it.
Or if you have to give us 2, give New Hampshire 2 races.
There, whatever. I'm good with
I'll
it.
go twice a year.
We've touched on it. We'll talk about it more when it comes, but Dover for an all-star race. Like
pisses me off as a Bowman fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, first 1.5 miles of the year. First real gauge at how the Chevys are going to run at intermediates. We're going to see who really has speed at these intermediates. We know Ryan Blaney has speed at the short tracks.
Yeah.
We'll see how the Hendrick boys fare in that department. We'll see Tyler Reddick can keep it up. Busher is usually really good at these intermediates. He's been kind of slow to start. We'll see if he can kick it up. But yeah, I think it should be a really solid race. Vegas is probably in my top 5 favorite tracks. Usually puts on a pretty good show. Even like when Larson's putting belt to ass, it's like somebody's chasing him.
Yeah. You've got someone following Larson pretty close, even when he is putting the belt to ass. I'm like you. Vegas has been a really good race, so I don't expect anything less this weekend. I hope it, puts off more of a show than we expect, if anything.
And obviously in Xfinity Series, it'll probably be just as good.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
The
chances of a Ford winning, though, are very small in that series.
Bob Pockris says green flag is at 4:13 Eastern Standard Time. 80, 85, 102 is the stages. 9 sets of tires. About 62 to 68 laps on fuel. Going to be in the 80s. 0% chance of rain.
Gotta love it.
In the Xfinity Series, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
We'll get it eventually.
The green flag for the O'Reilly Series is going to be a 5:35, 45, 45, 110 are the stages with 5 sets of tires, 60 to 64 laps on fuel, 80 degrees, 0% chance of rain. Now, let's dive into DraftKings, the unofficial sportsbook of this podcast. If you do have a sportsbook and you want to sponsor us, our ears and wallets are listening.
That's right.
Let's start off with the props. We got groups.
I'll take it.
You gotta love it. Group A: Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, and William Byron.
I'm going to take Larson on that one.
Yeah. I think Seabell's close too, though.
Yeah, Seabell's close too.
Group B: Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, and Chase Elliott.
Vegas has been good to Logano, but I think I'm going
to take Reddick.
Yeah, it's been good to Reddick. I'm going to take Blaney. I think he's going to ride the momentum.
I was expecting Chase Elliott, and I was going to roll my eyes.
No, you're good. I'm going to take Blaney on this one. I think he might ride that momentum into I don't know if he'll win. I don't think he's pulling a Reddick, but
go win 3 in a row.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go win 3 in a row, but I think he'll be better than the others in that group.
Group C, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, and Josh Berry. I think this is really a 2-man race between Buescher and Wallace.
Yeah.
As much as I like Berry, he did win here last year. I don't mean to disrespect him, but I kind of feel Bubba.
Yeah, Buescher's, you touched on, he's slow. He's been a little slower this year. Like his start's not been as much. So give me Bubba. Bubba looks good.
Shout out BR, Bubba. Yeah. All right, so if you put your parlay on Larson, Blaney, and Bubba, and you put $100 down, you could win $3,000.
Woo!
Hell
Which
yeah!
Would coincidentally enough, pay for a trip to Darlington in the fall, and some.
And some, yeah. You can get some concessions.
That's right.
Matchups. Oh boy. Daniel Suarez versus Carson Hocevar.
Did they both go boom? Did they both make it through the race?
I'll have you know that Daniel Suarez finished second here last year.
He's actually sneaky good here. I was looking at that for the power rankings that I didn't do last week and plan to drop tomorrow, but he is sneaky good at Vegas. So give me Daniel. The heck with it.
Hocevar's going to go boom, or he's going to wreck.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to roll with Daniel this week. Be one of the amigos this week. I like it.
Ryan Blaney versus Tyler Reddick. I'll go Blaney because we picked him in the group.
Yeah, I'll go with Blaney.
Barry versus Gibbs. I'll take Barry. I think I trust him.
I trust Barry more than Gibbs, but Gibbs has been around. He ran really well.
And Bubba versus Briscoe. We took Bubba in the group. I'll take him here too.
Yeah.
Just a guy I think you can trust.
I think Briscoe might sneak into the top.
Like he might get his shit together on this one. But
yeah, could win the race, dominate it, just make us all bored. But I'll take Bubba.
You put $100 down on Suarez, Blaney, Barry, and Bubba. Put $100 down, you can win $2,300.
It feels weird to say put your money down on Daniel Suarez. I just don't feel like many people.
Nobody has ever done that in their life until now. All right, let's look at some props. Viva Las Parlay. Back these drivers to finish across the grid in the Pennzoil 400. Kyle Larson to win. Reddick top 5. Blaney top 10. Plus 1880. I love that bet.
I do too. Yeah, that's a really good one.
Listen, Larson to win is the longest draw, but Larson's Larson, man. Like
he can be good here. He's done it before. So
that will work. Back these superstars to have good points days and rack up top 5 finishes. Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, and Joey Logano to all finish in the top 5. I think that's a lot to ask.
That's a stretch. Yeah. I mean, could it happen? But
I mean, the Toyotas have been fast, but Logano.
Yeah. I mean, he showed speed early and then fell off last week. So I think Logano is probably your weak point there. Yeah.
Jackpot again. Back these former Vegas winners to all finish in the top 10. Barry, Busch, Byron. I don't hate that.
I don't hate that. No, I don't hate that at all.
Busch in the top 10 is strong, but
yeah, it's a stretch I think right now. But I mean, it's Kyle Busch, so and it is Vegas. It's his home track, but I think that's definitely the stretch.
Blaney to go back to back plus 900. Do you in on that? We said Larson, so
I'm not too confident that Blaney goes back to back. I think he'll be competitive.
Are you more confident in Blaney or Reddick?
Probably Blaney right now, just because he is coming off the win.
I'm more confident in Reddick, I think, here in this spot.
3 in a row. I mean, it's hard to not be confident in a guy who started the season off like that.
Yeah, but that's your DraftKings preview. We're kind of just flying right along here. We're really trying to get me to go to bed.
That's right. You need to get some sleep.
Still got to work today, man. Like it's a whole thing. Picks in our Eliminator Picks. Last week, you won by one position, you rat bastard.
I looked that up on Monday, and I was like, one position, I'll take it.
By one position. And I think it was like the same wreck, wasn't it?
Yep, pretty sure it was.
I picked Barry, you picked Logano. You got me by an inch. But it's a new week. It's a new week for picks.
You, pick first this week.
Yep, because I lost. I have to pick first, which I don't like to do. I don't like picking first. Mm-hmm. And I can't use Ricky. I can't use Rowdy. I can't use Reddick, and I can't use Barry. So who are some guys that I might not use the rest of the way? There's one guy that I haven't used yet, and I was going to save him for Sonoma, but he's actually sneaky good here. Daniel Suarez.
Might as well. I used him at Atlanta.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Daniel Suarez has an average finish of 10.2 here with 2 top 5s.
It's not bad. Not at all. I'm gonna go with your guy from last week. I'm gonna go with Josh Berry this week, and see if he can pull a repeat performance and win again at Vegas.
What did he do in the fall race last year? 26th.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that was his slew of bad luck.
That's right. Yeah, in the playoffs when he was just
horrible.
The worst opening round of the playoffs I've ever seen.
It was so bad. Yeah.
And then he must have coughed on Bowman at Daytona because it just got worse.
Just got worse. Oh God.
But Barry was really strong here in the spring last year. Obviously had the win, 2 P8 finishes in the stages. Can't hate it.
Nope. I think Josh Berry's gonna bring me another win.
Barry versus Suarez is gonna be the battle.
Yep.
Let us know in the comments below, who are you taking? Is it Barry or are you one of the amigos this week? Are you riding with Daniel Suarez?
Riding with Daniel.
You're gonna be hanging out with the Pinata in Victory Lane. That's where we're all gonna be.
That's right. Does he still get to do that since he's not at Trackhouse anymore? Does he take the Pinata with him to Spire, you think?
I don't know if anybody's ever thought of it because I don't know if anybody expected him to get this far.
Yep, I don't think so. I don't think we expected him to be competitive in a Spire car. I think we expected him to be a back marker.
Yeah, he was going to go back to Junior Motorsports. That's where we all thought he was going.
Oh, God. I think they give him 2 seasons if he can't perform. That's it.
Yeah. All right, let's give ourselves a little bit of an outro here. Any thoughts for the fine people at home? Anything you want to get off your chest before we get out of here? Any lingering thoughts that we didn't get to address? We have like 15 minutes to play with. So
we got, that's tough. I think we might see. I'm going to go with a kind of just a prediction here. Connor Zilic top 5. First top 5 of the season.
Really?
I don't know why. I just feel like this is going to be a good track for him to get into a rhythm and, show that he can race on these oval tracks a little more than what maybe he did last week at Phoenix. So I'm just going to go ahead and say top 5, at least a top 10 out of Zilic this week is going to be
SVG top 10? You in on that?
Ooh, I don't know. He did finish 11th last week at Phoenix.
Zilic for a top 5 is plus 750.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not great.
SVG is plus 1200.
Whew.
He's plus 450 for a top 10, which I like.
I do like that for a top 10. Yeah, I could get behind that. SVG, top 10, Las Vegas. We lose our minds if SVG wins on an oval this year. Like, legitimately wins, I feel like.
We're like, oh, shit.
not like a strategy win where, like, he comes in and takes 2 tires. Like,
what's wrong with those kind of wins?
Nothing. They're wins in the playbook. Honestly, the record books show a win. So.
You wish Chase Elliott would do that one time.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I wish Alan Gustafson would give me a 2-tire call to win the race. I would totally take that. But I think I got stuck with a Harvick. So every time Chase comes down pit lane, he's like, "Give me 4 tires. I'm not doing anything less than 4 tires."
I'm not leaving this box until you put the other 2 on.
That's right. You give me 4, or we're sitting here until the checkered flag flies. I feel like that's how it will go.
Just sitting there pouting in the driver's seat.
So bad. Oh God, no, nothing really other than power rankings tomorrow. I've actually got that one ready to go, so that'll be out tomorrow.
I figure you won't see Alex there for a very long time.
Yeah, he's like on the outside of the top 20 right now, unfortunately, with how this year's went.
He's fucking 36th in the points. I mean,
yeah, it's kind of funny looking at the power rankings in a way because a lot of drivers aren't where you would expect them to be, at least for me.
You got Daniel Suarez up there?
Yeah, you've got Daniel Suarez and freaking AJ Allmendinger and Michael McDowell in the top 16 right now, albeit low end of the top 16. They're still in there, and I'm just like, wow. Not something I expected to see those cars in the top, 16 in points either at this point. Nothing else.
Yeah, I don't get anything. Obviously, hope Alex Bowman gets well and he's back next week. That'd be great. But at this rate, I think I'm looking forward to him getting back and just being in the car and just seeing what can happen. I mean, the chase is so far out of my mind right now. Just go see what you can do, and hopefully this isn't the Casey Kane thing.
Yep. I think you got plenty of, I don't, like, again, I think you've got time before you really have to worry. Like, next week makes it a lot more difficult if he's not back next week. Then I start to probably worry, but he's going to have.
I'm worried now, but, like, it's not like I'm not actively worrying. Like, I'm just like, it's just so far out of my mind. Like, can we just get this guy back in the car? Like,
yeah. I just want to enjoy my race season. Can't we get my driver back at this point?
Dude, I didn't even get, like, 3 weeks before I got kicked in the nards.
You didn't even get to enjoy your new season.
My birthday was ruined. Like,
Vertigo, boom. You don't get to watch your driver race. No.
Like, and now I'm thinking, like, okay, well, who'd be cool to see win? Like, yeah, Larson. I mean, that's my guy. Like, he's cool. Chris Buescher. I mean, he's the man. Seabell is doing it for somebody.
We'll figure it out eventually.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
But all right, enough beating around the bush. We're fucking around.
Yep.
We'll see you guys all next week after Vegas. We'll talk about Darlington. We'll have the paint schemes ready to go. We'll talk about those. And we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.